Though we're reaching out to city leaders to talk about solutions, especially with this rise happening after the youth curfew took effect over the summer.
Sydney Schofield joins us from Fayetteville City Hall with where the city goes from here.
Now, we learned that despite the curfew taking effect back in July and despite police charging minors 31 times for crimes allegedly taking place between that window, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., they actually have not issued a single curfew violation, which some say raises concerns about the effectiveness of the curfew. The new third quarter crime report came out this week from Fayetteville Police, showing an increase in overall youth crime by roughly 20% over this time last year. The most notable jump, an 85% increase in assault involving kids and teens over this time last year. We spoke with Councilmember Mario Benavente, who also serves as a criminal defense attorney often appointed to juvenile cases. He says he is not surprised by these statistics, saying both from his lens on counsel and in the courtroom, young people and their families need more support.
When parents themselves aren't able to do everything they can for their children because they themselves are struggling and may need a lot of help. You know, we have oftentimes very young parents themselves who are raising these children. And so until we get them the support that they need, we're going to continue to see crime statistics go up.
After shootings involving young people near the Dogwood Festival and a carnival earlier this year, Mayor Mitch Colvin called an emergency council meeting to address the increase.
We came together and said, hey, this is an emergency situation, let's do something productive. There was a motion made to see what we could do to invest more into our late night rec center activities. Can we get the Office of Community Safety some more financial support to make the real investment in our young people that is going to have a positive impact on their outcomes? And that was denied. We opted for the thing that sounded good to the public, but has not done anything.
He's referring to the youth curfew that was passed, but despite taking effect back in July, officers have not issued a single citation to a parent for their child being out between the restricted hours of 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Mayor Colvin believes in general the curfew has been successful so far, but says we need to see more quarters of data before better understanding its effectiveness. He says it's just one tool to address the problem overall.
But we'll continue to build out our community programs, to be proactive, to make sure that we get our parents involved in some of the things that we have in positive activities so that we can help mitigate that on the front end as well while we're dealing with it on the reactive side.
Now, with an election taking place next week and 30% of the current city council not seeking re-election for their seats, we will certainly continue to monitor this and keep you updated on which direction this new council decides to head as they continue to address this ongoing issue here in Fayetteville. Reporting from City Hall, Sydney Schofield, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.